Nah, really.
We're very affectionate.
We're very affectionate. He tried to kiss me in the
Have you ever kissed your son on Thai television before?
You're not looking kiss my son.
Can you kiss your on Thai TV?
I can kiss my son. Jaden, come on. Oh my God, a dream. There you go. Hey, oh man, what the hell is your problem, buddy? There you go. Hey, what the hell is your problem, buddy? Come on, man. What the hell is your problem, buddy? All right. Hey, sorry. You said kiss me in my mouth. He's joking. Look, I ain't sucking. Oh my God, a dream. There you go. Hey, oh man, what the hell is your problem, buddy? There you go. Hey, what the hell is your problem, buddy? Come on, man, what the hell is your problem, buddy? All right. Hey, sorry, you said kiss me in my mouth. He's joking. Look, I ain't sucking. You know I love him, Ellen. I love him. I do. No, you know. Oh my God, a dream. There you go. Hey, oh man, what the hell is your problem, buddy? There you go. Hey, what the hell is your problem, buddy? Come on, man, what the hell is your problem, buddy? All right. Hey, sorry, you said kiss me in my mouth. He's joking. Look, I ain't sucking.
Nice.
No, he's like, I mean, my baby boy, he's never leaving. No, he's like, I mean, my baby boy, he's never leaving the Smith kid.
Komm, ist peinlich. Komm mal her.
Come on. Jaden.
Jaden.
Just one. Just keep a smile. Just keep a smile. Just keep a smile. Thank you, man.
Thank you,
That was great, right?
He try and like kiss you and stuff. I saw you guys on Ellen, and you were like
That
alive.
happens all the time.
So even on set, he wasn't even trying to.
No,
like,
not on the set he wasn't trying to kiss me, but after the set he'll try to kiss me or anywhere else. Tyler doesn't want to say, but Tyler's my boyfriend, and he's been my boyfriend.
Jada Pinkett has written a book where she reveals that multiple times she tried to commit suicide.
Yeah.
Not saying exactly what the reason was.
I don't know why she keeps trying. She just get it done. Don't be bad at everything.
Shit. Yeah.
You was an all right actress. You was a terrible wife. You was a bad mother. You was a kid who knew that your husband was doing things to boys and did stuff to your son, and you ain't do shit about it. Bilal told me everything.
Their good friend who
Bilal told me, Jada. He told me that you knew Will was f***ing your child. As he did. Wonder why he left that out of his Tasha K interview.
Yeah. I'm like, in that interview, he said a lot. He said a lot.
He said everything but the thing that was important. That he know that Will Smith raped Jaden, he raped Bashir, and he raped Neek Mills, and you know it, Bilal. Now I don't give no fuck how far in the desert you run. You'll go from a Philly nigga to a sand, but they'll still get you. All these black niggas running around marrying these sitting there convincing other women to go chase a fad. Go get you.
Yeah.
Look at my isn't he? Can you imagine if he's told the truth about their relationships? I want you to meet my husband. He a fat. Would you like to come over? I'll make cookies.
Now, Jack, you know.
That's what these is doing. Hey, young man, come on over. My husband just wants to touch you for a little while on camera. I promise you, you won't feel a thing. Sniff this.
Jada's from Baltimore. You know, mother strung out on drugs. The prettiest girl in Baltimore. And, you know, she's in a house with, you know, no gas, no electric, you know, no food. She's going to do what she got to do to survive, right? And I understand survival. So, you know, she had to do a number of things. And I thought it, you know, for me, it brought hatred. Like she began to hate men for what they did to her in order for her to survive. Right. That's, you know, because I've had intimate conversations with her. And I know a lot of guys, you know, being in the street, they would come from Baltimore because we had narcotics in Philly that, you know, they didn't have other places. So, you know, they're going to come to Philly and get the Percocets. They're going to come get the pancakes and syrup. Like, it's just certain things. So I know a lot of them guys. But Jada's already famous out there for being the most prettiest girl out there. And, you know, rolling with the drug dealer. So all that talk about her being a drug dealer and all that's hyperbole. Like, you know, you was the pretty chick. You know what that was about. You needed money. They wanted you around to use and abuse you. And then they'll throw you a little something. Period. It's the classic
So you
story.
said they was
Of course, they was running through her.
Well, she did say she had a sex addiction.
Yeah. And see, and all these things, and that's the point that I'm talking about. Like, you know, she said she masturbated at 8. She was masturbating. So she, you know, she was, it's called hypersexual. Like if you, like people drop things, but don't go into detail. So it's like you got a hypersexual young woman who's the prettiest girl in Baltimore, one of the most talented, beauty pageants, all kind of stuff. And you're broke and don't have your no food in the refrigerator, your lights is out, you're gonna do what you gotta do to survive. And I don't stop. You thinking that you can use men for the come up, being beautiful is not gonna stop. So when you get to LA, you're gonna utilize the only skill set you have is to offer your body and your beauty to a man.
Damn.
You know, so we gotta get into it from
Shots fired.
Yeah, from a psychological aspect. So when she gets to Los Angeles, everybody's on her. Oh, this girl is beautiful. Oh, she hot. So she gonna finesse her way to the top. Period. That's how she got to LA. She had to suck her way there. So she gonna have to suck her way because that's all she know. No man never imputed love. She's operating from survival. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. She's operating from a place of survival. So when she get to LA and these big actors and oh, you beautiful baby, she already know what to do. She knows they got money. She did what she had to do to get on top. Both men and women. She did, because that's the only thing.
But you know what's so funny? She said on the Red Table Talk, because I think her daughter was talking about having polyamorous relationships and stuff. And kids just don't come up with that. They're taught that. They've seen that.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? They don't believe in formal marriage because of what they've been taught. You know, they've kind of witnessed growing up. And from the time you met Will was straight. Right?
As far as I know, yes.
As far as you know?
Yes.
Heterosexual?
Yes. Okay. He ran through a lot of beautiful women in Philly. Okay. Beautiful. Absolutely.
So you was around when he met his first wife?
Yes. Well, I didn't live in L.A., but I met Cherie. Cherie caught Will in bed with Benny Medina. So...
Who?
Yeah, Benny Medina. Benny Medina is who the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air is based off, and he's a big talent manager. You know, he had J-Lo, Puffy, a bunch of other. He had Will at one point, and he's a known homosexual as well. And he presents that. So, yeah.
Did you ever talk to Sheree about that to get confirmation?
Well, I didn't need confirmation because I saw the interaction between Will and Benny Medina. So it's a funny.
What was their interaction?
So this is crazy. So now here's the scene. I'm coming from Philly, the streets of Philly, but I'm coming back and forth to Los Angeles, right? Okay. So their that entertainment culture is different.
Talking. Yeah, I know you don't drink.
No.
I'm gonna drink for you.
Okay.
Go ahead.
And so I'm hanging out at the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, as I do when I go out there, and I'm in Will's dressing room. There's a bunch of guys from Philly or whatever the case may be, and Benny Medina hollers down the hall, "Well, I'm going to come see you in a minute." So, so he comes up there in a few minutes and he pokes his lips out like he's going to kiss Will, right? And I'm like, oh man, I got to beat the shit out of this dude. Do we pack him out? Like, all right, well, I'll just wait because I'm, I don't know this culture, right? And Will kissed this guy on the lips.
In front of you.
In front of everybody. Nobody does nothing. And I'm like, no, I'm just thinking, I'm like a deer with the headlights. I'm like, did y'all just see that? And where I'm from, that's not common. Maybe out in California it is. So it was a cultural.
And Bill,
it was a kiss. I wasn't with no long romantic movie kiss, but he kissed that man. And 6 degrees of separation. And we can get into that a little bit. Will plays a gay guy, but you got to look at how Will prepared for the movie. So he admits to watching a lot of gay porn to learn how to kiss a man, to learn feminine attributes, right? So I find that bizarre. They flew him out to Europe to watch live sex shows. This is he's going in. He's, in his mind, he has to know how a gay man interacts with people, talking, mannerisms, getting ready for a love scene with another man. I'm like, why are you, in my mind, I'm like, why are you doing this? Like, why, you have a successful TV show. Why go to playing a gay man? And why go to the extremes? Because anybody know Will, when he puts his mind to something, every character, he goes in solid. You watching gay porn, you're going to live sex shows.
That means he had to get aroused by watching that.
That's what. And we end up finding that became, I believe, that became his addiction to men. That was the addiction to men because he was in a safe environment, right? And they made that environment safe for him. So whoever he was, he could now become. And that created a monster. I believe being bisexual, which I know he's bisexual. I showed you a couple of things.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I got proof. I'm not, like I said, once again, I'm Muslim. I cannot say that this man is bisexual. And then I've saw sexual acts that I walked in on.
Who'd you walk in on?
Him and Dwayne Martin.
Tell me about the day you woke up and you saw Will Smith and Dwayne Martin in bed. Now, were they both married at the time? Weren't divorced?
Of course.
Okay.
So, Will called me and said, hey, Jada and I produce. So Will, I strike that. One of Will's team members called me and said, Will and Jada are producing a show called All of Us. And Will wants you to come hold them down on the show. He's not going to be there every day. Will and Jada's not going to be on the show every day. So as soon as I heard Jada name, I was like, no, I'm not interested. You see what I do in my Instagram. I'm getting it. Mm-hmm. What I look like going to work on a WB show, right? I'm getting it, right? Okay. I'm having it my way. So I said, tell Will, thank you. I really appreciate, because you got to keep the peace. I really appreciate this opportunity, but that's not for me. So I get a call back in probably 7 minutes. The girl Janice said he wasn't asking.
Oh.
So I said, damn. So I gotta stop everything I'm doing, of course. So I was like, all right, cool. So, she told me, to go to CBS Radford studio, gave me all the information. I see Will there and he tells me, and I found strange. He said, listen, I'm not going to be on set every day, but we're producing this show, Jada and I. He said, I need you to hold Dwayne Martin down how you held me down for so many years. I'm like, what? Like, in my mind, I'm like, why do you need me to hold Dwayne Martin down on this little ass TV show?
Yeah, like, don't he got a wife?
Right. But just holding down, making sure he is day to day, right? And I'm just,
so he basically wanted you to be his assistant. Like
yes.
How you were to him.
Yes, absolutely.
For a TV show.
For a TV show.
Because that's all he had going on. He had no movies or nothing.
No, but Will and Jada are producing the show. Mm-hmm. But I'm going to get to, it wasn't about me holding him down so that he can, work at his apex. It was, he had me spying basically on Dwayne Martin because they were having a spat because Dwayne was messing with Lisa Ray's husband. I don't even notice at the time. You know, I'm doing my product placement stuff.
That's why Lisa keeps saying Dwayne Martin took my husband in her interviews.
Yes.
Because she is still mad about that to this day. Dwayne Martin took my husband.
Yes. So what?
Lisa.
Yeah, that was.
And I read in between the lines because I was like, why is she saying it like that? What do you mean Dwayne Martin took your husband? Baby, if he took your husband, he didn't want you. He wanted the.
Well,
So they would take him on guys' trips and it would be orgies.
No,
and
I never seen any of that with Lisa Ray husband. I'm gonna tell you what I did see. So I did see Dwayne and him going out with a lot of beautiful women, you know, hanging out, partying. Sometime I would set things up because this guy, I guess, was supposed to be a big shot, some type of ambassador or something, whatever he was.
Yeah, he was like African country or something.
Okay,
I
I don't even. It's not even.
He was a light skinned nigga.
You know, so you know it was just crazy. You know, I would go ahead of time, like they used to go to the Firefox, and you know I would pay the valet guy $300 to make sure they can put their cars out front, and you know I would go find out to the manager, tell him, hey, I got
all this on a TV show salary.
Oh, listen, see, here's the thing,
because TV actors don't get paid like that.
Well, you know, this is Will's lover. Dwayne got money. Come on, are you kidding me? You know, you got to look at, he bought his house for him. He bailed him out of bankruptcy. Will had got subpoenaed by the FBI. Dwayne was about to go to jail for embezzling money, for hiding money in the bankruptcy with Tisha. So I want to see. It's a lot to it's so much to unpack. That's why.
Well, we have nothing but time.
Okay. Well, hopefully you'll have me back in 3 weeks as I do more interviews and I share more things because it's so much. No,
well, go ahead. We're here now.
Okay.
Let's talk about today.
So you know, I would go and give money to, you know, the manager and say, hey, I need 2 girls at the table. So if any of our guests need anything, you know, we can just basically snap our fingers and it's there. And so, you know, then this is the thing about being a great high-level assistant. You got to know how to cater to egos. So when everybody pulls up, they can park their car. They come in, there's already food on the table. You got tubes. So I keep myself relevant. Like, you know, the average person is not thinking like this, but working on with Will, your level of intellect and your level of discernment is much higher than the average person because you're functioning in a high functioning environment. So when I come to do something, I'm doing it like I'm going to do it with Will, you know? So if that was Will coming, all these things would be done in this restaurant.
That's what he asked you to do.
Right.
So they come to the club. They out with all types of women.
Yeah.
Tisha's at home with the kids.
Of course.
Okay.
Of course. Being a good wife.
All right.
So, you know, you see things, you know, and I didn't see them two having sex, but of course, you know, that
you're talking about Lisa Ray's husband and Dwayne.
And Dwayne, yes.
Okay, you didn't see them having sex.
No, I didn't.
But
see
Lisa
them.
did get on the internet and say he took her husband.
Well, I knew one of the girls. What she said, that there was an orgy, you know, and I'm not gonna get into that because I don't want Dwayne. I opened the door to Dwayne's dressing room, and that's when I see Dwayne and having anal sex with Will.
Let me process that for a second. Who was on top?
It wasn't a top. There was a couch, and Will was bent over on the couch, and Dwayne was standing up, killing him, murder. It was murder in there.
Okay, what did you do?
I froze. What did you see? I'm not used to seeing. Listen, it's traumatizing. I have no idea. What are you talking about? What we need to finish today? Like, I'm trying to get that out. So he said, no, we need to talk. So he said, listen, I made a call. Some papers are going to come here today. I need you to sign them. And I said, why am I signing papers? And he said, listen, I'm trying to protect you. So he says 3 things that make me scared because I fear no man but Allah. But I don't fear nothing but Allah. And he said that you remember the the transsexual, I hope I'm saying it right, who got caught with Eddie Murphy. He said, you know what happened to him, right? I had no idea what happened to the transsexual that got caught in the car with Eddie Murphy.
Me either. What happened?
So I go home and Google it. They murdered him. Or the transsexual. I don't know to say him or her. I don't know what's politically correct. So I hope I'm not offending anyone.
It's transgender, but
okay, transgender.
Trans woman.
So okay. So they said, now you can Google this yourself. This is one of the things he said. They said that the transgender that was caught in the car with Eddie Murphy, where Eddie Murphy paid this guy to have oral sex, or the transgender to have oral sex, was about to start doing interviews. And back then, they paid, you know, the internet wasn't big. They paid you gobs of money to do interviews. And they said that the transgender person locked herself out the house, tied some sheets together from a roof, and tried to swing into the apartment from the roof. This is documented. Do you know anybody that get locked out the house that's going to tie some sheets together and swing into their apartment from the roof? Okay. All right.
You just break a window.
When I'm at school sometimes, my dad will just pull his pants down.
Hey!
Will is always, Will is always playing. He plays.
Okay.
The only intelligent creatures in the universe.